Humanity, it has become increasingly intelligent, and we see this as proof in the blueprints of technology and its advancements. We also see that the incorporation of institutions and the development of education has become to set itself to its peak. And while of course it's still advancing, simply put, that we humans in the new generations, we have it a little much easier than back then from people in the past generations. People are ending up being consumed by what they consumed and what they are given and granted, because at the end of the day, you see these technological services or whatever they get their hands on. For say example, people want to buy beauty products because they want to enhance their looks, they want to be so attractive, they want to look max, right? Or perhaps you want that new gaming setup. You always wanted to be that dream gamer with the aesthetic of all the light ups, the LED lights in your room. It is so normal to desire so much more than what we can actually have, right? We chew off more than we can bite almost. It's like we don't believe in gratitude as much. And not to say we aren't grateful humans, but being more inclined to feeling like we have instant gratification, the whole game plan has changed. You go out to a public place, what do you usually see? Be honest with me. For the most part, you see people in lines or they're sitting down. They have so much focus, they're hyper fixated on their phones. And what do you see most of the cases? Instead of just usual text messages against family members or friends, you usually see people playing a game, or they're on social media and they have nothing else to do, because obviously if they put their phones away, they're just going to be staring out in the distance. But people forget how that simple idea of just staring out and thinking, people don't even want to do that anymore. It's so normalized for people to just look at their screens. And if you're in a friend group, for example, sometimes you don't want to face awkwardness, right? And I've realized a pattern that some people just go on their phones because it looks like they're busy, but truly they're just in fear. They're scared to be courageous and put themselves out there to socialize, and they're also doing what society pressures them to. Say you want to buy that new coffee and you keep, or that sugar drink from Starbucks, everyone be going there. No offense to Starbucks lovers. You go out to eat every single day or every single week and they're like, hey, I'm just gonna keep doing this because, hey, short-term fun. But in the end, short-term enjoyment, it just fades in the end. And we need to think long-term as well. We need to understand what we actually need and what actually has been making us happy. We don't realize this as much as people in the past, because when you're in a young age as well, I realized this pattern that most people were more happy in the past because they didn't think about the bigger stuff. They didn't think about having all the money. And you know what money does? It grants you access to more stuff, and the more wealth you accumulate, and it is gradual, but the more we're inclined to buy. And that's what I meant with the instant gratification. Having instant gratification means now we almost get all the resources, and once we have them, what do we truly even feel at this point? You're so bombarded, you're so full, but you're so hollow at the same time, because there's no true value to what you're consuming. I suggest you do this. You should go on a walk and just appreciate nature, listen to all the birds that are singing, observe your environment, take in every single detail, be an active listener. You know, we aren't active listeners when we're just watching social media, because we scroll to the next thing and to the other thing and so on, so forth. And we aren't built to do that. We are built to be people who can see the beauty of life. We truly need to comprehend, we need to critically analyze what we are engaging in. So yeah, guys, I would really recommend finding things that don't require you too much wealth, or pick up a hobby. It doesn't have to be something that you're good at, but drawing or simply going on a walk. Honestly, I claim a walk as a hobby. Walking is hobbies, you know, working out, exercising. That's all there for you, and nothing comes free, but It's the cheapest thing you can get, yet it is so rewarding, and you truly don't feel hollow anymore, but you're not so stuffed as before. So with that in mind, guys, please take my advice, and I recommend that you don't stuff yourself with artificial stuff that do not really help you in the end game. So yeah, stay tuned for my next videos, guys. Thank you guys for watching. We really need to slow down. We need to comprehend all the things in life. We simply need to read a book,